The name of the movie we are explaining today is Abominable. Before starting the movie, if you haven't subscribed to our channel Recap Queen, do it so that our videos will continue to reach you. At the start of the story, we see a creature breaking through a door and running in front of a girl who escapes and presses an alarm button, prompting the security guards to attack them. He starts running around, but he is unable to break the gate because electricity is coming out of it. Then he starts humming, from which a blue light comes out from inside him, from which lightning starts falling. Taking advantage of this, he runs away. Next, he runs into a truck, which hurts his hand. Then he starts climbing a building, where he sees a picture of Mount Everest on a poster. Next we see a family consisting of Yi, the main character of the movie, his mother and his grandmother. Yi leaves the house in a hurry. Var takes money from them in return. Next we see that she comes back home and a boy named Pang asks her to play basketball with him, but she refuses because she is Thaki. There we see Pang's brother John, who is quite popular with the girls. His grandmother gets mad at him for always being out. After dinner, Yi's mother asks him to play the violin for her, but Yi says that she has saved him, which leaves Yi's mother very sad. At night again her mother comes to her room, but she is already asleep. Actually Yi is pretending to sleep. And after her mother leaves, she sneaks into the upper small room of the building, where there are pictures of different places in China where she wants to go, and she works and collects money to go there. Then she starts playing the violin, which she didn't sell and lied to her mother, but suddenly a helicopter comes there causing Yi's violin to fall away from her, which Yi was picking up. An evil hand appears, which she panics and runs away from, but she has to pick up her violin anyway because it is the last sign of her father. From this picks it up and by mistake the ringing goes off, which wakes up the creature and starts attacking Yi. But that's where the helicopter comes. Seeing it, it starts to hide. She helps him hide and hides him so that the police can find him and leave. Then they both fall asleep and the next day she notices that he has an injury on his hand. Picking up the money, she goes to get medicine for him. On her way back, she sees the police standing next to the guy whose truck she hit. Yi comes home with a lot of buns and goes to the yeti. After feeding him, she bandages his hand, which soothes him and he goes to sleep. She covers him so that no one can see him. When she goes to him at night, he is crying because of the pain. To silence him, she starts playing her violin, with which the creature also joins her. Start humming unbeknownst to Yi. She checks on the net and discovers that this type of creature is called a yeti that lives in the Himalayas. The next day, Yeti sees Yi's trap locations. Now his injury is healed, which makes him very happy and turns off the air conditioner in Yi's house and it blows cold air. Yi goes to stop him, but his mother and grandmother think that someone has stolen their air conditioner, sending Ping and Gan upstairs, who rush in after seeing Yeti and the foreign police. They call Yi, which the girl also hears, and they bring their helicopter, seeing which Yeti starts to run away, but he takes Yi with him and Ping and he start chasing him. The police Yeti is about to die when suddenly, due to the 8 o'clock, the tower goes very fast. Taking advantage of it, Yeti runs away from there. T can't travel alone, so she also jumps on the boat. Seeing this, Ping also starts to jump on the boat, but he starts to fall. Then he is caught by the Yeti. Then Gan also has to come, but he jumps. Car falls into the oil, which makes everyone laugh. Next, we see Mr. Burnish, who is trying to catch the Yeti and a girl supports him, but she says that we are Yeti. No, Nixon will be delivered to him after catching Mr. Burnish's mother, who takes care of the animals and loves them very much. That's when their captain comes to see the Yeti in a boat. Scene. Next we see Yi on the boat telling the Yeti the way to the Himalayas. Uttar names it Everest. Then they all hide in a soda box and now they are on a truck from the boat. They shift but sleep. Drinking soda causes them to go to the toilet, which causes them to jump out of the truck and into the bushes. Blueberries grow in the place, but their size gets worse and they all start running away from there. They sleep in the forest at night and the next day, Yi Everest is playing the violin, but Ping Clay comes. But she stops playing the band because she stopped playing the violin after her father left. Mr. Burnish and his team have now arrived, and because of the soda can, they end up in the forest, etc., who have now arrived on a mountain. Then Mr. Burnish's drone chases them. Everest hums, which makes Yi's hand swell, and with his help, she starts flying. They fly away, but Gan stays behind. Then the drones attack them, but with the help of the flower leaves they manage to destroy all the drones. Next we see that Mr. Burnish is talking to Gan. They ask about Yi, then she tells him that we want to save your friend from the yeti, to which he tells that all those people are Himalayan Gains. Then we see that Yi and others all reach a desert. Next we see Mr. Burnish telling his story to Gan that the yeti was first seen by him in the Himalayan hills, where no one believed him and became his mascot around the world. So now he wants to prove in front of everyone that yetis are real. Then he asks them all to sleep. Next we see that due to lack of sleep, Gan starts walking and Zara listens to her captain, from which we learn that the real villain is Zara, who wants to kill the yeti and uses Mr. Burnish, and she doesn't even love animals. There is only a drama. She throws the mouse off her shoulder, but the keys fall with it. Gan leaves the mouse with Mr. Burnish and rides a bike, but the bike is heavy which he can't control. He is able to do it and finally he has to walk. He runs and finally leaves the forest. Next, he has to save the mobile, which is dearer than his life, with which he buys a boat and finally reaches the edge of a village. Next, we see that Yi and others also see a train after wandering for a long time, but it is far away. Then Everest reaches the train with the help of a blind man, where we find out that his past nature. Having the power to control, they disguised themselves and went to the village where Gan also found them, but Zira and his team also came there. They chased them, but then Everest drives the boat faster with the waves of water with its power and a little truck goes away, but these people come far ahead. Due to using more power, they fall apart causing Yi's violin to break causing her to go into the forest depressed, but Gan comes and talks to her which puts her in a better mood, but then Yi Everest ties her violin with the help of her hair, which Yi is very happy to see. Then Ping shows her all the pictures of her locations. She does not find him, who gives her Everest and points to a statue in front of which she is very happy, and because of Everest she has seen all the places she dreams about. Then she goes to her place. Remembering her father, she starts playing the violin and starts crying in sadness. A tear falls on the ground and a flower opens from it and it starts raining. Due to which she also starts controlling nature. Now due to her cry it rains, and due to happiness all the flowers grow there. Next day they have reached very close to the Himalayas. As soon as they climb a bridge, Mr. Burnish's men come from both sides. Yi asks Everest to run away, but he climbs the tower of the bridge and sings loudly, which causes lightning to strike and everyone is scared. As they go, Mr. Burnish remembers his past, that he also saw the same face of Everest when he was saving the children. Ordered to leave but doesn't want to do so, she signals to her captain, who knocks Mr. Burnish unconscious. Then she returns to her true form. He gets injured and falls down. Then they lock him in the cage. Zara starts to electrocute him, but Yi stops him but just knocks him down. Then they all leave. But we see Yi come back and start playing her violin, which makes her spell, and Everest wakes up hearing her voice and he breaks the cage and runs away, killing everyone. But just now is also determined to kill him. She attacks him, which breaks the rock and she falls into the ditch with her captain, but Everest survives. Everyone is very happy to see him alive, and Mr. Burnish also realizes his mistake. Then Everest makes fish out of the clouds, so that they all reach the Himalayas in less time, and there are other yetis, including Everest's parents. He is overjoyed to meet them. Next, we see Yi, Ping and Gan at home, where they receive a parcel from Mr. Burnish that hints at their next trap, and with it, this is the end of our movie. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thanks.